Time. Hello. Are you gonna come on? Are you gonna work? Are you gonna work? Okay, I think it's going. I think it's going. Hey y'all, what's going on? Okay. Now listen, before I go into this, and yes, this is the Love and Hip Hop Hoes, but y'all have probably seen the title or wherever the fuck. Love and Hip Hop Hoes, a little sprinkle of the Hollywood divas. Y'all know I'm having a hard time with that show. I don't know why. But I did see the project that they working on. It's some shit it's called White Sister. Y'all, okay, we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna see how this works out, whether I can make it to them. Anywho, Love and Hip Hop Hoes, Hollywood. Now, all right. Now y'all know that we done missed a lot with them as far as me over here. But y'all got me down and we're going to talk about this shit. We can't talk about every motherfucking thing, but we will talk about the essentials. Which puts me to, let's go ahead and start with, was it last week that, okay, Hazel, bitch, I have had it with you. Y'all looked up on the ceiling, and I swear to God, I thought it was one of them stink bugs. It's not. Okay. Hazel, baby, I'm going to need to start with you because, bitch, you need an intervention. Okay? You do. Now, we know that her and Berg has broke up ever since she went to the shit and Berg was with somebody else. But, bitch, y'all wasn't together, so I can't even say broke up. This man has told her in no uncertain terms. This man done fucked her and then not slept in the same bed, one got on the motherfucking couch, lest there be any delusion about the fact that, bitch, you're not the one for him. Okay? And y'all, I know this month video sound loud. It's because this mic is up and I don't know how to turn this shit down. I'm just not feeling that. Anywho, so, okay, you and him broke up. You done did this song and shit on the last one, which is really where I want to start at. You have him to come over. Now, in the midst of this, him and Miss Tiara, or whatever, is doing this song together, which what the fuck is going on with that? And Bird, what the fuck? I know men can be low down or whatever, trying to cheat. But I hate when I get, y'all like my little cup. One of my loves made this for me. Ain't it cute? I love it. I got to go back and get the information because she makes stuff like it. Anywho. So, you asked her to come in and sing, and all of this shit is deliberate to me. And you really solidified that shit for me this week after this episode, after seeing the whole shit with Miss Honey Cabbage and the Lips and Miss Diamond and Miss Billboard. I know that you're doing this to like just be honorary to Hazel. It ain't that you give a fuck about her. Like you ain't even her motherfucking friend, Bougie. Bouge, what are you doing? Y'all, Bougie's up to something. You ain't even her friend because all you got to do is care about a motherfucker's feelings to be their friend. You don't even look at her like a friend. And this is what I don't understand with you, Hazel. Like, bitch, he has told you, I can't say that he's foul. He's foul for doing this extra shit because he know he can do it to you. So you being an evil, rotten motherfucker, basically at the end of the day, you just a nasty motherfucker. But as far as you telling her that this shit is over. That we ain't even had shit. It ain't even about being over. We just fucking. It's nothing. Hazel, you keep saying I'm at home, you down. I'm holding you down. Bitch, you need to make a song called I'm Holding You Down. What I need you to do is get a motherfucker to hold you that is yours. You have him to come and this and that and other. You find out he's doing the song now. On this one episode, y'all in the motherfucking park. And you fussing about it, upset, he's getting a kick out of it. Then ushering into this shit, into this episode, last episode, that was a couple episodes back. Last episode, you in the car and shit. You talking about I got this song, I'm feeling this. And why do all you bitches think you can sing? Like, I'm sorry. This motherfucking auto-tune got you whores all the way twisted. Now, I will say Miss Tiara, she do have a voice. She just need to get her shit back together. I don't always like her attitude, but she has grown on me. But I have to say, at least she can sing. But Hazel, you and the bitch in the diamonds is stripping, and then now Plastique, you know, that's some motherfucking X-Men name, and you know Plastique is talking about she want a motherfucking sing. What the fuck? All you motherfuckers can't sing. Y'all got it fucked up in the game. Okay, so you on the call with him, and it's 4-page letter to him, and he's like, I'm not getting ready to produce that shit, and I'm not going to sign off on it, which I knew he wasn't. Like, you know, and then you like, what? And get upset and say whatever. He throws your shit being an honorary motherfucker, your purse. You break his fake Louis Vuitton glasses. Okay, bitch, so you saying that he rocks fake shit makes me want to look at you and be like, bitch, you want to be the woman of the motherfucker that rocks them. And with that being said, motherfuckers buy what they coin will allow them to do. None of that get up you had on when you was walking and talking about he was rocking fake or what. Girl, oh, I just need you to be your motherfucking age, girl. Get you somebody who wants you. Figure out your self-worth. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm concerned with her. She seemed like a bitch that might do something to a motherfucker. In her head, that's her man. And I don't believe that he's told her anything different. I don't even believe he's had pillow talk with her and said, you know, you my girl in the midst of fucking her. Bitch, I believe he told you, bitch, you know what, I'm fucking you is what I'm doing. And I'm going to go sleep on the couch, so I don't want you to get confused, bitch. I don't even sleep in a bed with you overnight. I mean, he is all but said, bitch, you are who I'm fucking you. And with that being said, I know he fucks a bunch of other bitches. You that last strain bitch. Like, bitch, he's fucking you when every other bitch is bleeding. I don't know. I can't.
Everybody say no. Yes, girl.
You know, like, I mean,
that's a low position right there.
That's fucked up, and I hate that for you because you have so much more potential. Now, you don't have no potential singing or whatever you're trying to do. Now, figure something the fuck else out. But there's so many other things. You worth more than that. That little bitty boy, honey, please. That motherfucker wouldn't last a minute with me because I'd eat his motherfucking ass alive. You little bitty ass, I'd have his bitch ass in the corner sitting, begging and asking, could he leave and get the fuck away from me? Like, for real? I can't. And then his bitch ass walk off with his pants sagging and shit. And you know, in some circles, they say that's kind of trying to let other motherfuckers know that your ass is available. But we'll move forward because, you know, y'all seem to like that sagging ass shit. But we're going to move forward. And it's hers trying me. Anywho, so you done said you done tore the shit up and done had it. Tiara done went over there and heard about his music in the last one, and he's touching legs and this, that, and other. Now into this one, basically he wants her to come over. He done set up the motherfucker. He trying to set the booty up right. Now she done already said, don't be touching these good legs of mine, honey. And I'm like, who couldn't see through his shit? If that's your motherfucking breath, it has to be that you got some coin. I'm just saying. What the fuck? You ain't said shit that will persuade me into nothing. You know what I'm saying? Bougie. Anywho, so, okay, you have her to come to hear the rest of the shit. Got all these flowers and the motherfucking Ryan's buffet and home buffet, every motherfucking thing there, hoping she'll throw you some pussy out. She's not. She's about doing business, honey. And after the fiasco with her singing on that stage and that motherfucking food and that tight-ass motherfucking onesie, he was right about you having your voice together. And you should have came a little bit better than that. But with that being said, he could have been a little bit more professional. He didn't have to try to tear you down. Bitch, who are you? Like, you motherfucking posing motherfuckers. I can't. Who? I thought Brittany was saying who he was. The way you came at her, it was like way too motherfucking much. Now, and we're going to be back and forth, you know, in and out of episodes. Okay, so into this, when you hear that shit, he says, well, that's what you need, a motherfucker that gonna give you flowers and this and that and other. Really? Then you was like, oh, I see the need to tell her because you had the nerve to tell Hazel, that's my boo or whatever. Again, hurting her deliberately. Like, you an evil motherfucker. You realize that she's weak. But yeah, and you just want to grind the motherfucking shit in even where I can't. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? I'm not here for that shit. And you's a monkey motherfucker for that, but she's a stupid bitch for thinking that y'all together when you done told the bitch y'all ain't together. Hazel, snap the fuck out of it, bitch. Damn, know your motherfucking words, girl. Oh, he could just say, I'ma shit right on you, and that bitch, did I just spit? I
But
did,
you know
yeah.
what the bad thing about it probably is? She's probably the only one that's gonna be down for him like that.
And she probably would be there for him.
Right. If he was a decent
And it's his
man.
loss, you know.
Right.
But he's not. He don't want her in no capacity.
No.
He's talking about the White House and putting a new bitch in and this. Yes, he is.
And her love for him.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And that's what he's doing. And you're going to get yours for that. You're going to run into a bitch like Fizz got, which we're going to get into that. So Tiara hears it, yada, yada, yada. Now, into the same shit, I feel the need to talk about Miss Honey Cabbage that then took the picture. Now, y'all know on a past episode, she done told Plastique, you know, the whole situation. Plastic then said, you know, I want to know because I want to really know, you know, what happened. You know, I feel like this girl might be somewhat telling the truth or whatever. She finds out, well, I said that when he was pulling my hair when we was fucking and this and that and other, and they talking back and forth. So she decides on the last one that she gonna have Wally Mall or Molly Moo come over, this motherfucking human trafficking motherfucker, come over and this and that and other, and she got her mother Bactra or Sindel. No, that ain't Sindel. Just Elvira from the dead. I don't know. Just this bitch, you know, over there wanting to hear the right thing. This and that and other. They fuss. He gets up. She throws out 100 motherfucking something like roses. And that's that. Now on this one, she wants to be like, you know, I'm single. She gonna call Tiara over and let her know we single together. Blase, whoop-de-whoop. And, you know, this is just so she can say, oh, we ain't together. And basically, this is code for Mona needed some shit to put in here. This is a filter. Preparing for the other shit. She has her to come. They talking. She's like, well, since I'm single, I got the girls out. Tiara said, it's been so long since I had sex. And she's like, I'm celibate, but can I be celibate because I'm still using a vibrator? Well, girl, you know what's best for your pussy more so than anybody else, honey. Just work that shit out. They talking. She's like, well, I'm single too, Plastic. And she's like, what, when? And she tells her what happened. And this bitch said this, yada, yada, yada. Okay, off of that. Now I want to go back to Hazel and old girl doing what I deem to be the booty twerk pussy workout, because all you see is the legs going up and bending over and, you know, the whole ass shit. Y'all, it's my motherfucking wig running back. Lord. I don't think it is. Anywho, y'all, if it is, whatever. We're going to work on it. They doing that and, oh, good workout and this and that and other. They kind of talking. And she's like, well, you know, I didn't want to tell you that me and him was friends before because I pulled myself back because I was friends with him, okay? So I'm like, okay. But then I know that this bitch is an opportunist. I know her. The bitch, not Plastic. Well, that bitch don't have to be. They family own every motherfucking strip club in the West Hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? And I can't throw no shade at that, honey. Pussy always sells, honey. However you deal that shit up, whether it be white, black, blue, Asian, whatever, honey. That shit is clever and it will motherfucking sell. So no shade in that. It's family business. Okay. She's talking to her about their situation. She's like, well, you know, you need to be away from him, but y'all really ain't got none. And old girl, Miss, I can't remember her name, the one that's in the diamonds, the face of the motherfucking strip club that her family owns. The bitch that didn't fuck Molly Mall, but Makia, whatever. She was on the billboard too, y'all, and they gonna talk about that. They posted her shit when she was locked up.
Well, she said though, when she was younger, she did some things like all 18-year-olds do.
Right. But Plastic ain't had to do all that because her mama been out sucking blood and shit out of people and, you know, bringing people back from the other side. You know, she damn near need to be on the motherfucking freak show, but we gonna move forward. You know it's a problem when you can sit up and tell your mama that you suck dick better. Okay? It's just a fucking problem. Okay. Now, so they kind of talking, but old girl Makia, whatever the fuck her name is, she's shady to me when it comes to friends or whatever. She is an opportunist. But then on the flip side, I'm kind of like, well, this bitch is basically like, whatever works for me, bitch, I'm out here trying to get my shit. You know, but still, it has to be some loyalty, some friendship or whatever. One thing that's common in this shit is that every bitch on the show is cut motherfucking throat. All you whores is gunning for the same dick, the same song, or the same auto-tune reel. And it's aggravating. The man ain't going through this shit. These men are coming out like fat rats, but Mona got y'all looking like a funky stable of hoes. And ain't none of y'all the bottom bitch. Mona's the motherfucking pimp and the bottom bitch. I'm just saying. Moving forward. So, okay, she's telling her, but she's like, hey, you know, I pulled it back, yada, yada. Hazel's kind of like, really? You know, she's feeling some kind of way, and somewhere in her delusional mind, she's like, bitch, you fucking my husband. You know, Hazel think they married in every motherfucking thing. I can't. Okay, so that scene happens. Let me pop over to Wiz and his shit. Before I go into last week's Dick Gates, okay? Wiz is with this bitch last week talking about she cheated. They in the car conveniently while they driving the motherfucking invitation to come to dinner, whatever, reservation. Okay, he's like, are you with this nigga or whatever? Wop, wop, whoop. So I'm like, so the bitch cheated. What the fuck are you? You know, at first I was like, well, shit. I ain't mad at her for saying that she don't know if she want to be bogged down with somebody else's child. But on the flip side, when you date somebody with a child, it's a whole package. Which, bitch, made me look at you with 3 side eyes. Like, for real, I hit you with the, yeah. Because I'm like, is this bitch really being real? Right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you really, is this what we doing? You know, moving forward. So, you in the car, he gets out, y'all mad. That's it. Come to find out on this episode, he done conveniently seen that the dude's in town. He was riding, just so happened on the block y'all on. Y'all done went out to eat, blase. And now y'all really broke up. So you come and meet him at this motherfucking diner, drive in the dive. And what's up? How you doing? I try to call you. He said, you ain't try to call me. You know you haven't. You done answered my calls. And she was like, well, I didn't want, you know, like she ain't want to. And I'm like, leave this scandalous ass bitch where she at. Apparently whoever this motherfucker is, he got more pull on her with her than you do. Okay, and I'm like, what the fuck? But this is a refreshing change because it's like, okay, the man is being cheated on. Okay. All right. You know, it's not right to cheat on nobody, but I'm still like, okay, Mona, I see you trying to switch this shit up. So I guess when the basketball hoes of LA come back, if they come back, maybe you'll have the cow cheating on the chicken. I don't know. But we'll see what you cook up. So, okay. And he's talking. He's like, you ain't with me. We separated. We're gone then. Bounce. Whoop-de-wop. She leaves. Okay, they're separated. Next thing you know, he has baby mama to come and see the house that he's looking for because he's trying to do the co-parenting thing, which is really him just wanting to be able to tell the bitch that he had baby mama over and not be lying about your shit. So he done had her to come and this is where we co-parenting, blase, and this the pool. And they kind of talking and this and that and other. And he's like, well, that shit ain't working out. This bitch want a room and yada, 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 you know. And he's kind of like, let's leave before the shit goes south. Because she kind of delusional too. Okay. So off of that shit. Now, let me pause for a minute and talk about Dick Gate. Is it Dr. Patty in her? And so, this is what happened. Homarion's woman on the last episode said, They started talking about the birth, and y'all know the mama came and was like, I didn't mean to come off that way. You don't seem to be. And she seemed to be sincere. So I'm hoping that they can kind of work that shit out. But now that Marion is feeling like, that ain't my baby and blah, 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 I don't know that it even matters. Okay. So she's talking, and she's like, I had a talk, and I don't need to stress, and she's so sexual, and are we going to have the baby circumcised? Okay. I really think that could have been a private conversation had off of the cameras, because that is a decision to make between mom and dad, okay? However, I know from the page that motherfuckers feel like it ain't right to have the child's dick skin cut off, because that's for protection and yada, yada, yada. Okay, I feel that. But at the end of the day, it still is up to them to make the decision. Although, I have to say this, since Dickgate popped off on the page and every motherfucker that felt some kind of way or had a hood or whatever the fuck we calling it, or was uncircumcised, let me say that, uncircumcised, felt some kind of way. Even though it was a kiki about what she said, but still, we agree to disagree. All right. I do feel like, since then, that listening and looking at people who had sense, like I said in my other video, saying that how would women feel if that was an option to cut their clitoris off at birth, that's fucked up. And I will have to agree and say this, that it is just as equally fucked up when you look at it that way, when it comes to, circumcising your son, But with that being said, I have to also say that, again, it goes back to the choice of, what the parents want to do. But it did shed some new light on it. So I will agree somewhat with you, and say, I will agree with you on that, because that shit wouldn't be cool. So it is equal. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand what the people were saying. Let me say that. I really do. Going back to the whole conversation, she says, because I'm a horny little something, and honey, it be painful and all of this and this and that. Another bitch, come on now, come on. Now, you probably been, girl, that motherfucking uncircumcised dick is not, it being uncircumcised is not what's causing pain or whatever. And I disagree with you on that shit. Just like I feel like you shouldn't have put his business out there like that. And this is when Marion should have looked at your ass and been like, first of all, cut the cameras off. Bitch, you have lost your mind. Because I have not urged your pussy out on TV. And it wasn't cool.
More women that come in like so.
Exactly. That's the easy way, for the bitches to be lurking and get your man so he cute and he got a big dick. Girl, I'm all in. So you need to grow up, little girl. And I did like his response when he was like, but I ain't had no complaints. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole Dickgate shit. And what went down on the page, honey, motherfuckers was mad. But I'ma still do me and be me. But I'ma always be a woman. And if I do my research and check and this and that and other and go back and really think about it from a motherfucker who, like I say, we agree to disagree with a valid point without coming with the fat shit, which is obvious, bitch. One motherfucker, what was it, cunt?
Yes.
Oh, you bitch. Really? I could have cussed you for 16 hours, but bitch, you got clipped and blocked so quick, bitch. It just went by me. But really? Come on, man.
I just feel like because somebody has a different view of yours doesn't make them ignorant. People kept throwing that word like ignorant. Ignorant is not knowing. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna put your business out there, but I'm sure you've seen a couple penises in your life.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm just saying. Just proving the point of
That's true.
You know
this is
what
true.
it looks like with skin, you know what it looks like without
Mm-hmm.
it. So people need to understand what that word ignorance is.
Exactly.
Really.
And I do have the right, and just as the women have the right to have a preference
Right.
on that situation. But with that being said, I have to say this too. We can't, and I have to say this to myself, we cannot say just because a man is uncircumcised that he's, you know what I'm saying, all of them have dick cheese. We just can't say it.
But I'm gonna tell you something. We work in medical field. It's easy to do it. They better know how to clean it, because it's disgusting.
You're right, and you know, and I'm speaking to the ones that.
Well, I'm getting my son's clip, so that's just.
And that is a personal, you know, that's your choice, you know. But and I had to talk about that, so you know, I said I wanted to have a conversation about it, so y'all can conversate about it below, but respect each other and just look at each other's point. You know what I'm saying? Just as I did when I went back once, you know, and looked. So anyway, let's move forward, get out of the serious shit. Okay, so that was last week. Okay, so we had that last week. That's the only thing I want to talk about as far as last week. Now let's move forward back into this shit. Okay, we have a scene where, what is it? Miss Honey Cabbage, Lord, which one is it? Y'all, I lost my train of thought. Which one is it? Okay, we talked about that. Oh, the whole shit about old girl wanting to do the party. Now she wants to do a party and shit to kind of a soft unveiling of this motherfucking billboard or whatever. Now, in the midst of this, before this shit goes on, she done had a meetup with Berg, and you know, he's like throwing her the song that he threw to Hazel, yet again being an ornery motherfucker. You know what I mean? He gonna say, well, you know, it's how when you just try to throw somebody a bone, you know. I mean, the bitch did give me coochie, so I mean, you know, she really don't. Then in return, Miss Honey Cabbage, that's the face on the billboard, she gonna say, well, I heard it and it was kind of, which was not cool. Because at that point, you was still trying to say that you and Hazel was okay. Your ass was wrong on that one. But you said we was friends. You ain't fucking with him like that. You know, yada, yada, yada. And he's like, take the song. You like, let me think about it. But you really gonna get me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? On this shit. Because in return, you went out of your way to let her know what was going on with Miss Tiara or whoever. So I'm trying to understand where you at with it. You said you got to think about it. You trying to sing again, yada, yada, yada. He's like, well, let's solidify this shit and take an Instagram picture together with you on his lap, kissing your neck and all of that. Like, for real? I can't. So you was trying to hurt her as well. Your loyalty don't lie with her. Just say you just met the bitch and bitch, I don't owe you nothing. You know what I mean? Just say that. Don't try to be her friend and do that at the same time, because I don't feel like that's being a friend. Okay. Now, with that being said, of course, Hazel done seen the shit. She comes and wants to talk to you about the shit that's going on. What about all these pictures? Yada, yada, yada. That's really not a friend. And I understand what she's saying. And I do understand that she's delusional as hell. But still, just going on the friendship that you claim y'all have, you was wrong. I mean, however you lay that shit out, you was wrong on that. So, y'all kind of arguing back and forth. You like, are you mad about the pictures or the fact that he don't want you and this and that and other? Then you tell her good luck with Berg, and she done told you why you always run around trying to sop up everybody's motherfucking leftovers. I guess alluding to Miss Plastique and all of that. She gonna go have a drink or whatever. Now, Miss Plastique is gonna come to the shit with Tiara to see the shit. When the shit gets unveiled, this and that and other, you know. And then Hazel says, Hazel said that you were supposed to be all right with me or something, and you didn't invited her to this shit. You invited her to the party, and no, me and her ain't jigging. So let's get off that for a minute and let's go to Ray J, because I feel the need to talk about his motherfucking ass. Ray J, you gonna need to back the fuck up off that liquor. And let me say this, y'all. I'm gonna ask this question and y'all leave that shit below. Am I the only one that feels like it's something going on between him and that assistant is something a little bit more deeper than that, because this nigga is showing out everywhere. Just the other day, he had the baby kicked off the baseball team and the girl's child kicked off and this and that and other. What the fuck? Then you go to the chicks building drunk and shit, talking about you got her fired, like you all the way in your feelings about her. And she's all the way in hers. Hmm. Oh no. It's a corner. Anywho, and you know they my favorite. Y'all really trying to get my dill pickle chips. Anywho, so I'm like, okay, Raiden went there, he got packed out, the guy locked up drinking and shit. And it's obvious that he have a drinking problem. He want to say in the car, it's not the drinking, it's just the people fucking with me when I'm drinking. No, it's the motherfucking drinking. And that shit ain't cool.
But for real, if you want to be alone, you need to sit at home and have a sip.
Right, but I mean, I just think at this point it's a problem with him. But old dude told him, you know, they pretty much telling him he have a problem. Old girl that he's with, he's like, she looked like the one that's gonna be my wife and this and that. Another, you know, been holding him down for 2 years. As Hazel say, holding him down. Okay, and she told him that liquor's the problem. You know, and I'm thinking he's realized that. On the next episode, I think it's his dad he's going to be talking to, and his dad's going to talk about that as well. I say, Ray J, leave that shit alone, but more than anything, I really want to know what the fuck is really going on with you and this assistant. And if it ain't the assistant, are you all drunk and in your feelings about Tiara? I'm just not understanding what the hell is going on with this shit. You know, I'm not getting that shit. Anywho, moving on. And let me say, y'all, these episodes have been boring, honey. To say the motherfucking least. It's been a little shit here and there, but okay. Moving on along. So now let's go to, okay, they done had that. Let me go for a minute back to Wiz, or whatever his name is. Baby mama, he done met up with his girlfriend and told him that the baby mama that came and this, that, and another. He's like, you won't have to show and prove if you want to be back, yada, yada, yada. What you doing, Booch? So anywho, so, okay, like I said, I believe he did that shit just so he could tell her that. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of this, she gets upset and feels like she gonna call baby mama up and have a conversation with her. Now, I have already observed the scene with baby mama, and I already see what kind of personality this bitch got. And bitch, you should know when you went there, calling her this, delusional, crazy, whatever you was calling her. And then when she told you, don't call me that, not that you can control what another bitch said, because bitch, had you have said it to me, first of all, I wouldn't have called you because you make no difference to me. Okay, like you don't even matter. Bitch, get them motherfucking dicks that you trying to sell, get that shit together. You get what I'm saying? He got the child. So I wouldn't even, you know, until your motherfucking head was together and I knew we weren't gonna motherfucking box until the skin was knocked off our fist. Bitch, for real. Until I knew that I wasn't gonna have to bite your motherfucking eye out, bitch, it wouldn't have been a conversation. But had it have been from the motherfucking door, bitch, your demeanor, you come in with this attitude and you like when you met up with her, disliking, bitch, I don't know why she came out with that lame ass shit she came with. And knowing that she was passive than a motherfucker, because normal bitches would have been, bitch, when you took your jacket off, I'd have known it was on. First of all, it'd have been on, bitch, when you told me what I can and cannot say. But you did tell her, and the bitch kept on saying it. She kept escalating with her shit. Next thing I know, this bitch done grabbed her up, she done stole her or hit at her, grabbed her and said, bitch, I told you. And I was like, well, you did tell the bitch, so the bitch looked stupid talking about. Then the bitch hit with the gorilla. Really? Was you trying to be racial, bitch? I'm going to leave that alone because I can say a whole bunch of shit. And I don't think it's cool either way. But I felt like, I mean, you could have said ratchet ass, fucked up, broke ass, whatever. But you went to that. Y'all leave it alone. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my old ass, you know. I felt some kind of way. Now moving on to this whole shit with Miss Honey Cabbage is there and they all there. They unveil the shit. Miss Honey's looking like she's so surprised that she's the motherfucking face of the shit. Like, bitch, come on. Ain't no way in the world you didn't know. You know Mona that went in there and talked and summoned your mama from the dead. Bactra, whatever, called the Bactra phone and said, girl, let me talk to you because it seemed like it's going to be some good shit here. And they got together because ain't no way you didn't know. It's just as simple as that. It's no way that you did not know that shit. And old girl, she's just like, I mean, it's a motherfucking gig. And then on the next one, y'all gonna talk about, argue, and say she's a thief. And I was locked up no time. Now, I wasn't locked up as long as it took for you to have plastic surgery. You hit her with she's a motherfucking thief. Blase, okay. And again, here we are again with the women being so motherfucking treacherous and the man just scot motherfucking free. And Mona is this. I don't know, y'all, but we still watch the shit. I watch the shit a lot of times for y'all because I have been so over the hip hop hoes of Hollywood and Mona shit, the shit that she do for so motherfucking long. I really have. But we're going to continue to watch this shit. Y'all, that's my thoughts on love and hip hop Hollywood and how I feel about this shit. And to Hazel, bitch, know your worth, baby. Know your worth. You don't deserve this from nobody, including when it comes to friendships and the man that you date. You deserve a man that's yours and feel the same way about you as you feel about them. Stop being so motherfucking thirsty, bitch. I would rather die of motherfucking thirst than to have a motherfucker do me like he did, bitch. I'd rather motherfucker stand over my coffin and be like, that bitch died of thirst. But her motherfucking faces be, ooh, that's a good piece of her. But the bitch that I sure did. Rather than to deal with that bullshit. Just know your worth. Ain't none of these bitches your friends. None of them. Anywho, y'all, that's the gist of it for me. Let me add this in real quick, y'all. Chris Brown done read Powder Jackson Braxton for dust, and the bitch that's also on there for saying something about his girl and the fact that what was it that the friends are benefiting from her dating him or whatever. When I tell y'all he read, especially that bitch for dust, that said it, and I posted on my Instagram. My Instagram is Much Love from Nina, at Much Love from Nina. Facebook, at, Much Love from Nina. Same thing for my Twitter. He read the fuck out of them. Like he didn't hold no punches. At one point, he was like, bitch, you was having threesomes and doing this and doing that. And then said, Tama, I was playing the ugly motherfucking sister. And bitch, you look plastic. And bitch, you the has. I mean, he laid them the fuck out. And that has made my evening. It really has. It is what it is. If I have to say this, Chris, you might want to pull back a little bit. Was it warranted, all that shit you did? Like, you really do be showing your motherfucking ass, but you might feel like, well, they didn't have to come for it like that. I'm just saying. But anywho, y'all, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. By the way, let me say, I'm trying to do this. What did Rox call it? The whole November. I'm late on it. I've missed a day or two. I just found out about it. And much love to Rox. The video, the vlog every day, I'm just kind of wanting to do it. And I just want to kind of do it with Rox. What is it? What was the hashtag? I done forgot, damn it. Damn. Anyway, I'm going to try to give y'all video every day. I'm going to try to stick with it and hang in there with Rox and give y'all video every day. I'm going to go back and get the questions for that tag. And Rox, if you watching this, baby, if you will send me those questions, I would love to do that YouTube tag. So, y'all, I'm out of here. Much love and all of that shit. If it wasn't what y'all wanted it to be, like I said, this shit is beyond boring to me. So I will see y'all in the next video, bringing y'all up to speed on The Rain and the originals. So get ready. And yes, I did watch The Walking Dead. So I'm in it soon enough to where I can do The Walking Dead. All right. Much love.